You have probably seen these guys.
Bible is the Word of God? Okay. Do you believe there are any contradictions or mistakes in the Bible?
I believe the whole Bible.
Today I'm going to talk about this guy and the arguments that he presents, as well as the guy behind him. First, I'll start with this clip.
Okay. Do you believe there are any contradictions or mistakes in the Bible?
I believe the whole Bible.
Isaiah was 42 years old when he became king, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. How old was he?
42.
Now, just to make sure that you don't think this is a different one, I'm going to make you read the whole thing. His mother's name was Athaliah,
Okay.
the granddaughter of who?
Omra.
Omri. This is in Second Chronicles, right? Now, we go to Second Kings. Isaiah was 22 years old when he became king, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem, same 1 year. What's his mother's name?
Actually, yeah.
The granddaughter of who?
Omra. That's the same, yeah?
That's the same. So how can he be 22 and 42?
Okay, they made mistakes.
Okay, so now there are mistakes in the Bible.
Everybody made mistakes.
Not God.
And
Not God.
Now, the particular passage he's talking about is 2 Chronicles 22, and it's in verse 2 here. You can see 42 years old was Ahaziah when he began to reign, and he reigned for 1 year in Jerusalem. His mother's name and is the daughter of Omri, which is this right here, will come important in a second. And then the second verse that he mentions, or I don't know if it's the first or the second, is 2 Kings 8:26. He says, 22 years old was Ahaziah when he begins to reign, and he reigned 1 year, and his mother's name was Thaiah, and Omri, king of Israel. That is all very important because there is a important difference between these verses. Getting to these second parts, I do want to mention that this is, of course, what I think, and there's one truth of the Bible. There's not an interpretation. You have to read it in context, of course. But an important difference, as I said, was this also right here that is not mentioned in the other verse that mentions 22 years. You can go back and see that. It says his mother's name was also Athaliah. And then he also walked in the ways of his house of Ahab, which it was not good ways. And this word also, I believe, is important because it is inferring a line, not a cutoff, a line from the previous generation to him now. Now, the Hebrew word for day is yom, and in Jewish times, the day was, no matter if you were 1 minute into the day, it was from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. again. It was 24-hour day, and if you were even 1 minute into the day, it would be considered a day. So this is another idea of how he could say here in 42 years is that the understanding of the days in general were different, but this isn't exactly how I take it. Instead, I want to look at this commenting right here. This guy mentions that the 42 years is a reference not to his age, but where he came in history of his family's dynasty, which that is what I mentioned. In the verse that it mentions him being 42 years of age, it says also, kind of implying that the age is an also as well. So you have to read in context, like I said. And if you go and look, you actually see that the total of all of these, the reigns of the kings and his family are leading into a total of 42 years. First, about this nice blurred out lady right here, she completely fumbled. That is for sure. She was not learned in the Bible. She's a supposed Christian, and she completely fumbled on this topic. And this will not be the first time, if she is a Christian, that she will be opposed and contradicted. There are many things that Muslims, like this guy, will attack. So you must be learned and you must study on these subjects of the Bible. And on that note, I think that you should stay firm in your believing and that you need to go search and go study and go look for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Go look for yourself, and that'll do you well. And when you doubt, go search. And that's the end. Thank you for watching if you did make it all the way through. And if this gets a few likes, I don't really care. I will post another similar to this soon. If there are any questions, please comment below and yeah, subscribe. I don't know. Bye.